Okay, y'all, I got a good one right here, man. Flight the Mic, man. He reacted to the Doc Rivers situation, man. Why he got fired, really why he got fired by the Los Angeles Clippers, man. You think I'm talking about, man? So let's get the intro. Yeah. Hey, what up, y'all? This your boy LCDAONE, baby. LCDAONE to be exact, that is AKA Illmatic 1, 2-4, and not the motherfucking gang numbers, man. But my actual jersey number I wore when I was in high school, and my warm-up jersey on the back of my motherfucking sitting spin. Chill. Hey, what's up to my LC Nation, my LC gang, and my LC crew? Hey, what's going on out there in the land where you live, where you did? But hey, man, we back with another reaction video, man. I mean, this has got to be the most epicest reaction video, man. Can y'all dig that? With a basketball jack, tough acting tenacity, baby. Shout out to Flight the Mic saying the real reason why Doc Rivers got fired. You did. But as you can see from the title up here, this is my reaction to here's why the Los Angeles Clippers really fired Doc Rivers. You did. Now cut the music. Now cue the real music. Hey, man, as y'all can see, man, the Los Angeles Clippers are no longer in the NBA playoffs, okay? They got eliminated by Denver after salvaging a 3-1 lead, okay? This is not a fluke. This is not a joke, okay? This is real, okay? And the fact of the matter is, when things like this happen, somebody got to be held responsible for their actions, okay? There got to be some consequences behind this, some repercussions, okay? Up and down and everything in the game. So, as a result of the Los Angeles Clippers being booted out the playoffs so early, you did, somebody had to go, okay? And now you're talking about trade already. And they just got Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, okay? So they're talking about trading a trade with the Rockets. The Rockets are interested in trading, okay? Because they may be trying to get rid of James Harden, okay? So we're going to see how all this unfolds and what's going to happen next in the NBA. This is some real drama, okay? But anyway, Flight the Mic, man, he reporting that Doc Rivers got fired reportedly, I guess because of the PYT thing. So we're about to watch his video, okay? And all that holy excellent like glory, man. So y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let's get it. Let go. Shout out to David and Bianca, and Silas McClure and Royalty, You Dig, and DDG, and Damian Cryer, and Pretty Common 91, and all those I watched in the game with these wild frames. Yeah, so y'all ready? Let's get it. Let go. Let's see what they talking about. Come on. Okay.
We thought we had so many opportunities over the last 2 games to win.
Yeah.
But listen, you gotta give Denver credit. They kept playing, they kept executing, they kept playing together. So right now, just disappointed.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought you could just see the difference in the 2 teams. That team went together. We haven't, and you can see it as the games went on.
Right.
They just knew each other so well. I thought offensively, even though I listened.
Paul George inside sweeping, nothing doing. Paul George put a tree. Click clack on Fortnite. Kawhi Leonard step back, Hezo, nothing doing. Kawhi, he pulls up for a tree, nothing doing. They built the Fortnite. Step through Euro, look at the defense right there about it. Yo, Denver Nuggets. Look at that Kawhi on the other side.
And I'll take any blame.
He should have said that.
We didn't meet our expectations, clearly. Because we had, in my opinion, we'd still be playing. Well, Game 7 is our big miss game at the end of the day.
Wow, Paul George, here we go, sliding off the baseline. Here we go, got double team. Pulls into a jumper, nothing doing. They just shot bad, man.
If you look at our shot quality, it's pretty dang good.
See, that's what he talking about, shot quality. Okay, here we go. Look at Kawhi inside, right there. He should have made that. That's a baby layup for him. Okay, put up and down. Pat Beverly. Another shot down 5G, pass over to PG-13. Inside, that's great defense right there. They were smothering them
Here I go again, making another video on the Los Angeles Clippers. And it's not the fact that I'm absolutely obsessed with the Los Angeles Clippers. There's so much to talk about. Every time I'm ready to leave them alone, they keep coming back. And it's kind of irresponsible to neglect them. So I had to make this video on Doc Rivers' firing because, well, I wasn't able to make it the day it came out because I was fasting and I was kind of on an electronics fast as well, which kind of sucks because, well, in the 24 hours that I had to fast for religious reasons, well, the Miami Heat advanced to the NBA Finals. There was some good football news going on as well, not to mention that I missed some really good football games as well. But even on top of that, for some reason, Doc Rivers stepped down as head coach of the Los Angeles Clippers.
Stepped down.
And I'm not sure if he stepped down or if he was fired. Apparently he was fired, so we'll just go with he's fired. But there was a lot to unpack here that I just can't help but bring into question. And again, I'm going to give you guys this disclaimer because I usually get a lot of hate comments from these types of videos, and I just want to say this is a theory. I don't really have any proof of this whatsoever. It's up to you guys to tell me in the comment section down below if this theory makes sense, if it's tangible, or if it's absolutely ludicrous. But I'd rather have my theory out there for us to discuss something as opposed to us not discussing something at all. So before we get to the content, make sure you smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe and turn on my notifications, and I'm also...
Okay, now Flight just running off, man. He just running off at the mouth right now. Okay, so we want to hear what the theory is and what really happened. Okay, what's going on? So let's get back to Little Flight, the mic.
I'm going to give away for the PlayStation 5, which I should be able to announce the winner of this week. Now that we got all that out of the way, cue the intro.
Okay, you got copyright on that. Flight, skip, pass, mine. Okay, let's get back to it.
212, guys, we gotta open up this entire video with what Doc Rivers said after he got fired. Thank you, Clipper Nation, for allowing me to be your coach and for all your support in helping make this a winning franchise.
Right.
When I took this job, my goals were to make this a winning basketball program, a free agent destination, and bring a championship to this organization. While I was able to accomplish most of my goals, I won't be able to see them all through. Though it was a disappointing end to our season, you are right there, and I know what this team is capable of accomplishing with your support. Thank you to all the players, coaches, and staff for helping us get here. Most importantly, thank you to the fans. We went through a lot, and I am grateful for my time here. Guys, there's a lot of legitimate reasons why Doc Rivers could have been fired. You know, for one, he had a difficult time possibly managing egos and personalities.
Right.
Although I don't really see Kawhi Leonard as an individual with an ego. You have people like Patrick Beverley, Montrezl Harrell, and Paul George on one team. And that's before we get to Marcus Morris as well. It's going to be a huge...
Okay, so that sounds like they get a prima donna situation. Okay? All these stars, and you got to manage them. Okay, this has been an issue in the NBA for years. These players not responding and listening to these coaches. Everybody acting like prima donnas and stuff like that. Okay, you got a valid point on that one. But what's the reason why Doc Rivers got fired?
Headache managing all of that, and you're like, what, 20th year as a head coach? Because at this point, you just expect people and players to respect you. But that's the problem for Doc Rivers. Apparently the respect wasn't there when he needed it, and that's the reason why the Clippers crumbled. I've said this over and over and over again. The Clippers have probably the best team on paper in the entire NBA, and when you have a team like that, even though if it's on paper, you're expected to perform. And for that reason, Doc Rivers just wasn't able to perform. He had another stint where Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan was the core, and he also had JJ Redick as well.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to convert then. And this time he had Paul George and Kawhi Leonard and Lou Williams and Patrick Beverley, and he wasn't able to win a championship now. And that could be the reason why he's out. And I'm sure there are other reasons why he's out. And I'm sure you guys can all take to the comment section down below and let me know why he's out. Now that we got the legitimate basketball reasons out of the way, let's discuss the drama behind the situation, because there's always some dramatic element that screws over a coach or a player whenever they're fired. And we gotta admit that, because it's very atypical for Kawhi Leonard to say he wants to play for Doc Rivers, and that's a huge reason why he's here, and for Doc Rivers to be out a year later when the team had zero continuity throughout the season at all. Now, I know the continuity excuse is getting old because, of course, Kawhi Leonard got traded to the Toronto Raptors, played under a first-year head coach, and was able to win a championship with players that he's never played before under a head coach that literally just came from the D-League a few years prior. So for that reason, I really think the continuity excuse is kind of old, but at the same time, the Clippers had a bunch of other issues throughout the season, including Lou Williams going to Magic City, Paul George's injury issues, and this question about whether load management being the effective means of managing both Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, which, by the way, what...
You see, the issue was that Kawhi Leonard should have stayed put. He should have stayed in Toronto, and that was the problem, okay? But he wanted Paul George to come with him to L.A., okay? That was the issue. They both from L.A., all right? And, yeah, he was like, you know, only way I'll play for Doc Rivers, and then you bring PG-13 too, okay? Because he wanted that dual situation. And, hey, man, they didn't have all the personnel that they needed because they were going to need somebody else as well. They just got out-coached and outsmarted, okay, by a young group. And I don't think, like Stephen A. Smith said, they should have kept Doc Rivers. They keep the same group together, and that's it, okay? That's it, man. So, yeah, we're going to look a little bit more of Flight Mike, and then we out, man. But the respect thing, that's what he said. They probably didn't have to respect him after the losses.
They got asked in their final game against the Nuggets because of lack of conditioning, so that should tell you something. But of course, there's one thing that nobody is talking about, and it's driving me crazy. And again, this is just a theory. I could be 100% wrong, and I'm going to state that over and over and over again, and it's up to you guys to decide and figure it out. You guys remember that a year ago, when Paul George was traded to the Clippers, there was one thing that we barely talked about, that I was probably the only one to talk about.
What's that?
That's the fact that when Paul George wasn't in...
Okay, yeah, okay, that look good right there.
Indiana, he was dating Doc Rivers' daughter,
Oh,
and he cheated
right.
on Doc Rivers' daughter with a stripper named Daniela Rajic. Did I say her name? Rajic? I don't know. But regardless, I digress. He ends up knocking up that stripper and offering to pay her about $1 million to get an abortion. The stripper says no, and they end up together. Callie Rivers obviously splits up with Paul George as a result of this, and, well, I like to say that they both live happily ever after, but I can't help but feel like Paul George's demons are still getting to him. Like we saw it in the playoff series versus Seth Curry. Seth Curry was talking a bunch of mess about Paul George, and it was getting to him. He was not performing well in the Mavericks series. And then in the second round, he had some better games. He was performing a little bit better, but at the same time, he was just not playing like Paul George would, and that's where all the pandemic P stuff came out. And I just couldn't help but wonder, because Paul George was also dropping hints, saying that he was dealing with depression throughout the pandemic, and he wasn't really feeling so like himself or feeling so good. And then on top of that, you have things like Damian Lillard's sister coming out and completely disrespecting his relationship with his brand new girlfriend, Daniela Rajic. And I can't really blame Paul George for being depressed. So I can't help but wonder, and this is the theory right here, whether Doc Rivers was fired due to basketball reasons. Because again, a year ago, Kawhi Leonard literally said that he was looking forward to playing with Doc Rivers. He was looking forward to being coached by Doc Rivers. This is a guy that's won championships before, or, well, championship. This is a guy that was able to take Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, Rajon Rondo, and Kevin Garnett and win them a championship before. He won Coach of the Year before as well. So it remains to be seen whether it's his coaching that got him fired, or whether it's the fact that Paul George was just completely out of it throughout the entire playoffs, and as a result, the Clippers said it's best to cut ties with anything that could potentially trace back to Paul George's history with his head coach's daughter. And honestly,
wow, so that's it right there. That's probably the real issue. Because that was like turmoil already built up Okay, it was already built up before the season even started. Because he was dating this man's daughter, then got a stripper pregnant. Wow. And that set him off, probably mentally, Doc Rivers. And then they bring PG-13 on board because Kawhi Leonard wanted him there. So this probably was oh my God, this was terrible before it even maturated into what. And he still was able to coach him, be professional. Because I know he was probably pissed off because this man embarrassed his daughter and him. Had a relationship with him. Probably had him at dinner and stuff with his son and other kids, and wow. So I know that probably was the wrong situation for him, okay, to be in. And I know he probably didn't even want to be there, but I know he probably probably tried to apologize to her and all this and that, but he ended up with the stripper. Wow, I told you some drama. I didn't even know. I knew I heard about this, about the Doc Rivers situation with PG-13. He was dating his daughter, but I didn't know it was this bad. Okay, I didn't know it was this bad. I didn't know nothing about it. I thought that everything was peachy cream out there in LA, and I thought they had a good, legitimate chance. But you never know what happened throughout the rest of that series because they folded a 3-1 lead, and mentally you never know what was going on. His daughter probably was coming around and stuff and all this and that. Oh my Lord. But yeah, Flight of Mike, he got to it, man. And I was about to do another video before this about the Doc Rivers situation with Stephen A. Smith, but they blocked it in all the countries. Like, wow. I never seen ESPN video get blocked. Okay, but it's a touchy subject right now. But Stephen A. Smith was an advocate of all of them standing together. So I guess everything was cool after the fact, but I know that still was on the back of Doc Rivers' mind, and that he cheated on his daughter with somebody, because I could relate to that. I could relate to that. I got a daughter too, okay? But wow, man, that's something. That is something. But yeah, man, good reporting, Flight to Mike, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to Flight to Mike, and please leave my video alone. Oh, gee. Okay, but we finna get up out of here, man. Hey, this show, I'm finna say reporter because I ain't on duty right now. Hey, this your boy LCDAONE, baby. LCDAONE, your pimp plug is LCDAONE. LCDAONE to be exact, it is AKA Illmatic Boy 24, and not the motherfucking gang numbers, man. But my actual jersey number I wore when I was in high school, and my warm-up jersey on the back of my motherfucking chair. Hey, what's up to my LC Nation, my LC gang? Make sure y'all like this video, share the video, comment on the video, man. Most important, all man, subscribe to my YouTube channel, man, and turn the notification bell button on. I think I was saying the intro to the title. And we out of here in the 5, 4, 3, 2. I forgot I said don't slip on that banana peel because they will get your motherfucking ass if you slip on that motherfucking banana peel. You dig what I'm talking about? We out of here, man. Church and Reverend God, we go on the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Church, I'm gonna be back tomorrow. ESPN 7. You dig what I'm talking about? World champion. Cheers.
Yeah. Hey, man. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with y'all, man. That's for all y'all niggas out there, man. Yeah. They're saying I ain't the OG, the original. Yeah. Hey, man. You's a duplicate. Yeah. You's a duplicate. You's a dude, nigga. Yeah. You's a duplicate, nigga. You's a duplicate. You's a dude, nigga. I'm the original motherfucking OG, nigga. Yeah. Don't forget to get your custom t-shirts, you dig what I'm talking about, from LCDAONE. You see the custom prints all over the shirt, you dig what I'm talking about. We ain't playing no game. The custom sweater, you dig what I'm talking about, yeah. With the back end print on the same. I got the t-shirts as well. You dig unisex, long sleeve. You dig, now we got the full zip up. You dig what I'm talking about, stood up with the hood on it, stood up with the back print as well. You dig what I'm talking about, we ain't playing no game. And then I got the full zip up, custom with the pockets on it and stuff. You dig what I'm talking about, back print and sleeve and print. You dig what I'm talking about, print everywhere. Then I got the yoga pants, you dig on top, joggers, you dig on talking about, for men. And I got the crop new t-shirts for the ladies, you dig on talking about. Look at that, she look comfortable with it. Then I got the sports bra, you dig on talking about. Get the sports bra, you dig on talking about, the back print, you dig on talking about, the back print, you dig on talking about. We ain't playing no game. And then I got the yoga pants, for the ladies, you dig on talking about biker booty shorts, you dig on talking about for that put that piece can round out, you dig on talking about. Then I got the yoga leggings, you dig on talking about for ladies, so when she jogging and everything, and I got the capris right there with the custom LC right between the thighs, you dig, and I got the custom socks, you dig on talking about. You ain't gonna find them more socks like that nowhere on the planet. And then last but not least, I got the LCDAONE jersey, you dig on talking about. Then I got the back print on there. Look at that back print, look good. Then I got the Illmatic one, my street ball jersey with the 2-4 on it. And then I got the little sleeve pull-up bag right there for the ladies. You dig on drawstring bag. And then I got the real backpack. You know what I'm talking about? LCDAONE. Look at the back. Look at the front. You dig on, look at the top. You dig on talking about. Everything is looking good. You dig on talking about in LCDAONE's neighborhood. And then I got the X-Star iPhone 10 case. You dig on talking about. And then I got the iPhone 6 case. 7, 8, 9. Just order what you want. And then I got the custom print. You dig on talking about LCDAONE, baby. And then I got the custom mug when you want to get drunk and drink and stuff to my stream. And then I got the snuggle pillow when you want to get snuggle with your lady. Yeah.